Okay, guys. So, guys, one user on my Instagram, he asked to be anonymous. He asked for the advice for older brown belts who have to change academies. Okay, so that's all he wrote. So I don't have much more context besides that. But I can kind of estimate here what are the concerns that he has. And I'm going to try to give some advice here based on what I think are the concerns. So I believe that one big concern that he might have is that he's an older brown belt. And when he goes train on another academy, is that going to delay him to get the black belt? And guys, I think, like, in my opinion, unfortunately, the answer is probably yes. It might delay him a little, at least a little bit to get the black belt, because every time you change academies, you're kind of like joining a new process, right? So for example, if a brown belt comes from another gym to my gym, it doesn't look good if you give the black belt to that guy right away, you know, like you gotta kind of like, I'm not gonna use the word test, but he gotta train at your gym, he gotta show who he is, he gotta show his techniques, gotta show his personality and that kind of stuff. So we can't just like give the black belt. So one advice that I would give here is, like, when you join this new academy, never ask for the belts. Don't do that. This is not a good thing to do. But at least introduce yourself to the instructor. Say, hey, my name is John, an example. My name is John. I'm a brown belt from this gym, and I got my brown belt 2 years ago. At least now your instructor knows when you got the brown belt, you know, like you're not asking for a belt, but at least you very lightly, you told him, hey, I'm a brown belt for 2 years, period, you know, like, so I think that's one advice. I think there's nothing wrong on doing that. Hey, I used to train at this gym, and I have been doing jiu-jitsu for 10 years, and I'm a brown belt for 2 years and a half, period. You know, like, and I would love to join your gym. So I believe that this is one of the concerns that this person might have, and hopefully this advice kind of helps. Another concern is it's always feel good to leave your gym, right? But guys, what I would say is, like, I think jiu-jitsu nowadays, it's growing a lot, and if we're not having the best experience on where you train, maybe because the instructor is not the nicest person, maybe because the school is not clean, it's very dirty. I mean, like, I would say that's better to change schools than to quit jiu-jitsu, you know, like, this is what I always try to emphasize, like, don't quit jiu-jitsu. If you're having a very bad experience, maybe go experience on another place, you know, like, I think there is nothing wrong with that. Like, while we hope to have our students training with us for as long as we can, I mean, like, if you're changing your address and now you're living 30 miles from your gym, how are you going to train there? Or maybe if you're having a very bad experience training on your gym for some reason, why you would train there? So my advice is, like, try everything you can before you quit jiu-jitsu. And the reason I'm saying that is because jiu-jitsu is such a great thing for everybody's lives that I truly wish that everybody keeps training jiu-jitsu forever, because it is a beautiful thing, you know. So guys, unfortunately, I didn't have much more context about this subject. This is all I got from the user. The question was literally like, advice for older brown belts who have to change academies. And just pointing a little bit more about the older brown belt, I completely get what you're saying, you know, like, you're older, time is not on your favor anymore. I don't know how old you are, if you're 50, 60, 70, who knows? But I completely understand time is not on your favor. Time is the most valuable thing that we all have. So you should be training on a place that you have a great experience and, like, you're enjoying your time, you know, like the time that we all have left in life, you're enjoying that time. So I think those are my advice. Like, whenever you change to another school, introduce yourself to the instructor, tell him how long you have been training jiu-jitsu, when you got your last belt. There's nothing rude on doing that. And don't feel too concerned about changing academies, you know, like, if you're moving to a different city, you're going to need to change academies. If you're moving to a different address that's very far from the place you're training, probably going to need to change academies, and it is what it is. Or if you're having a very bad experience, it is what it is, you know, like I think the old school mentality about the creonte, this and that, I think this is changing, and I think we should all understand when that happens. And I'm a jiu-jitsu school owner as well, and if a student leaves from my school to go to train another place because now he moved his address and is living very close to, I understand, you know, like, or if for some reason he's having a very bad experience at my gym, I would love to hear why, because then we would try to fix it. But I understand, what can we do, you know, like, so guys, this is my advice. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you were watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And guys, as you guys know, we're really trying our best to bring the best instructional videos to bjjfanatics.com, so make sure to check it out. And I would love to hear your opinion here in the comments. What do you think about this? What is the advice that you would give to this person if he's an older brown belt that has to change academies? Let me know, and thanks so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Os.